Hello, good morning, afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel in 2025. The rules for success have changed and they no longer favor the loudest, the luckiest, or the most connected. They favor the focused, the disciplined, the relentless. Success today isn't built on shortcuts or shallow wins. It's built on clarity, courage, and consistency. If you're tired of feeling behind, overwhelmed, or invisible, this is your wake-up call. You don't need more time, you need more direction. The life you want is still possible, but only if you're willing to stop watching others win and start becoming the person who does. The future belongs to those who are bold enough to create it, and that starts now. With you, success isn't what you're told, it's what you build in a world constantly shouting what success should look like. It's easy to lose yourself, chasing someone else's dream. For decades, we've been conditioned to believe that success means climbing the corporate ladder, owning luxury cars, buying a big house, or earning a six-figure salary. But as we step into 2025, that outdated narrative is crumbling. The world has changed, and so has the definition of a successful life. Success today isn't about fitting into a mold, it's about creating your own blueprint. It's about building a life that aligns with who you are, not who the world expects you to be. You don't need millions of followers or a resume packed with a CCOLADES. What you need is clarity. Clarity on your values, your vision, and your version of fulfillment. More than ever, people are awakening to the truth. Real success is internal. It starts with how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Do you feel excited or drained? Do you feel like you're living someone else's script or writing your own? In 2025, we measure success by the quality of your days, not the quantity of your possessions. The happiest people in this new era are not necessarily the wealthiest or most visible. They are the ones who've taken time to understand what matters. To them, maybe it's building a small business that supports their lifestyle. Maybe it's traveling and experiencing different cultures. Maybe it's raising a healthy family or writing books that touch people's hearts. Whatever it is, it's personal. And that's what makes it powerful to build your version of success. You need to unlearn what society taught you. You need to give yourself permission to want something different. You need to be okay with saying no to what everyone else says yes to, because success isn't about impressing others, it's about respecting yourself. You might not know exactly what your dream life looks like yet, and that's okay. What matters is that you're willing to ask the questions. What do I love? What drains me? What brings me peace? What lights me up? These questions are the foundation for your next steps. From there, you build brick by brick, with purpose, with intention, with patience. This chapter isn't just about redefining success, it's about reclaiming your power. You are the architect of your life. Don't hand that blueprint over to society, your parents, or Instagram. Design it yourself, because in 2025 and beyond, the most powerful kind of success is the kind you build from the inside out. The kind that doesn't require permission. The kind that feels good when the doors are closed and no one is watching. This is your life. Make it your own definition of extraordinary. The future belongs to the focused. We live in a time where attention is under attack. Every scroll, ping, and notification is a battle for your focus. In 2025, we are no longer in the information age, we're in the distraction age. The cost of scattered attention isn't just lost time, it's lost potential. And that's why the future doesn't belong to the busiest, it belongs to the most focused. Focus is your greatest competitive advantage now. The people who win today are not necessarily the smartest or the fastest. They are the ones who can go deep, block out noise, and concentrate on what truly matters. In a world that celebrates multitasking, the truly elite have learned the power of doing just one thing with intention, precision, and consistency. Let's be clear. Focus is not just a productivity hack, it's a life strategy. It's choosing to give your energy to the work, habits, and people that align with your highest goals and ruthlessly cutting out the rest. Focus is how you protect your time, your peace, and your progress. But it doesn't come naturally. You have to train it like a muscle. Start with your environment. Remove the triggers that pull you off track. Set up your workspace for clarity. Declutter your phone. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Create pockets of time where nothing is allowed to interrupt your flow. Then build routines that support your focus. Begin your day without diving straight into chaos. Spend your first hour with intention, journaling, reading, moving your body, or working on your most important task. Set a tone of focus before the world tries to pull you in every direction. When distractions come, and they will, you have to protect your attention like your life depends on it, because it does. You can't create your dream life if your mind is constantly hijacked. You can't build mastery if you're always switching tasks, and you can't feel fulfilled if your days are spent reacting instead of creating. Every major achievement in history, every book written, every business built, every invention crafted was born from focused energy. The genius wasn't in the idea, it was in the attention given to that idea over time without quitting. So in 2025, you have to ask yourself, am I living reactively or intentionally? Am I letting the world dictate my focus, or am I training myself to own it? Because here's the truth. If you don't control your focus, someone else will profit from it. The people who rise in this era will be those who learn to go deep, stay consistent, and eliminate what doesn't move them forward. Their days won't be filled with frantic activity, they'll be filled with meaningful progress. And when you focus long enough on what matters, your life starts to reflect it. Focus isn't flashy, it's quiet, it's disciplined, it's relentless, and it's the ultimate advantage in a distracted world. Remember, the future doesn't belong to the loudest voice. It belongs to the most focused mind. You're not behind, you're just the beginning. One of the biggest lies we've been fed is that success has an expiration date, that if you haven't made it by a certain age, minus 25, 30 or 40, you're somehow behind. In 2025, that mindset is obsolete, because now more than ever, we understand the timeline for success is not universal, it's personal. You are not behind. You are right on time for your life. In a culture obsessed with fast results and instant gratification, it's easy to feel like you're losing the race. Social media makes it worse. We scroll through highlight reels of people making it, and we start to believe we're not enough. But here's what you need to remember. Your journey isn't a race, it's a story. And no great story ever unfolded on someone else's schedule. The truth is, most people don't even start. They wait, they doubt, they compare, and in the process, they delay the very progress they crave. But when you finally decide to begin to take action, no matter how small, everything starts to shift. Starting is the hardest part. It requires courage, not certainty. You're not behind, you're just waking up. Every step you take forward, even the shaky ones, counts. Every moment you choose growth over comfort rewrites your future. It doesn't matter if you're 20 or 60, as long as you're breathing. It's never too late to become the person you were meant to be. Think about it. Some of the world's most successful people didn't hit their stride until their 30s, 40s, or even later. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until age 40. Colonel Sanders started KFC at 65. The timeline myth is just that, a myth. Your breakthrough moment doesn't care how old you are. It only cares whether you're ready to start. In 2025, the new mindset is this: alignment over age, meaning over milestones, progress over perfection. So if you're feeling behind, ask yourself, compared to what? Compared to someone else's path, someone else's priorities, someone else's pressure. Your life is yours. Your pace is sacred. Don't rush to a destination that was never meant for you. Take the scenic route, learn along the way, and know that the process is the reward. The most powerful shift you can make is to stop judging your progress by someone else's standards. Instead, judge it by your own effort, your own growth, and your own becoming. Let this be the moment you stop waiting to feel ready. Start where you are, with what you have. Start messy, but start with heart. Because the moment you begin, you're already winning. You're not behind. You're just beginning, and the best is still ahead. Confidence is earned, not given. Confidence is one of the most misunderstood qualities in personal growth. People think it's something you're born with, a natural gift, a lucky trait, a loud presence. But in truth, confidence isn't given, it's earned. It's forged in the fire of experience, built on the foundation of courage, and strengthened through action. It's not something you wait for, it's something you build. In 2025, the most powerful people are not the ones who appear fearless, they are the ones who act despite their fear. They've done the silent reps, they've failed publicly, they've doubted themselves but kept showing up anyway. And in doing so, they've built an internal strength that no praise, no criticism, and no setback can take away. If you want to be confident, you have to stop waiting for it. Confidence is not the starting point, it's the reward. It comes after you take the leap, not before. It's born when you push yourself beyond what's comfortable and prove to your own mind that you're capable. That means doing the things that scare you. It means speaking up when your voice shakes, showing up when you feel unprepared, trying again after you've failed. Every time you do, your brain gathers evidence. I can handle this. That evidence is what builds real self-trust and real confidence. Most people don't lack potential, they lack belief. But belief doesn't come from thinking or hoping. It comes from action. It comes from following through on your promises to yourself. When you say you're going to do something and you actually do it, you're training your subconscious to see yourself as someone who can be trusted. That's how self-respect is earned. That's how confidence becomes your new normal. This is the truth no one tells you. Confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about being grounded in your worth. It's about knowing that even if you fail, even if you get laughed at or judged, you'll still get back up and move forward. The world will try to convince you that you're not ready, that you need more credentials, more approval, more preparation. But the reality is, the only thing you need is movement. Start where you are. Start messy, but start. In time, your actions will become your armor. Your choices will shape your identity, and your confidence will stop being something you chase. It'll become something you carry. So stop asking for confidence to show up. Start building it. One decision, one bold step, one promise kept at a time. You don't become confident by waiting. You become confident by doing the hard things, especially when no one's watching. Your circle is your future. Show me the people you spend the most time with, and I'll show you your future. It may sound harsh, but it's true. The company you keep shapes your mindset, your habits, your beliefs, and ultimately your destiny. In 2025, success isn't just about talent or drive. It's about alignment. And your inner circle determines whether you rise, stay stagnant, or silently fall backward. Energy is contagious. Whether you realize it or not, you are absorbing the thoughts, expectations, and limitations of the people around you. Are they pushing you forward or pulling you down? Are they challenging your growth or enabling your excuses? You cannot outgrow an environment that's keeping you small. So if you're serious about success, you need to be just as serious about who you allow into your space. This doesn't mean cutting people off at the first sign of doubt. It means being honest about what you need, what you're building, and who aligns with your mission. Not everyone will understand your hunger, your discipline, or your vision, and that's okay. They're not supposed to, but you have to protect your space anyway, because your dreams are too important to let them be diluted by mediocrity. Here's the truth. Most people don't rise because they're surrounded by comfort. Comfort in the form of friends who never challenge them, conversations that circle around gossip, complaints, and distractions, energy that keeps them numb instead of lit up. You cannot become unstoppable if your circle is built around stagnation. You need to surround yourself with people who remind you who you are, not who you used to be. People who see your potential, even when you forget it. People who don't just support your growth, but expect it. These aren't always your oldest friends, or even your family. Sometimes, the right people come into your life when you finally raise your standards high enough to attract them in 2025. High-value people are building circles based on vision, not history. They are intentional with their time, conversations, and connections. They seek mentorship, collaboration, and truth, not validation. And they're not afraid to walk alone for a while. If that's what it takes to elevate, your circle should hold you accountable, not hostage. They should ask you about your goals, not just your weekend plans. They should inspire action, not excuses. Most of all, they should make you feel more capable, more driven, more alive. It's okay if your current environment doesn't support your future. You can outgrow people with love. You can change direction without apology, because protecting your potential is not selfish. It's necessary. Audit your circle. Ask yourself, do these people raise my standards? Do they challenge me to think bigger? Do they reflect the future I want to step into? The answer is no. It's time to upgrade, not out of ego, but out of vision. Your circle is a mirror. It reflects what you allow, what you tolerate, and what you believe about yourself. If you want to go further, be bolder, and do the extraordinary, start by surrounding yourself with people who already live at that level. Because at the end of the day, your environment will either evolve you or erode you, and if your circle is your future, then you better choose wisely, because your future depends on it. At the end of the day, success in life isn't about luck, timing, or talent alone. It's about who you choose to become every single day. It's built in the quiet moments when no one's watching, in the hard choices, the self-belief, the discipline, and the people you keep close. 2025 isn't waiting for you to feel ready, it's calling you to rise. Bet on yourself. Take the leap, stay focused. Because the future isn't something you stumble into, it's something you build. One choice, one step, one win at a time.